is in this ballroom 5.5 years ago that she discovered she was a rock star? Because she had this kind of crowd and people were stomping on the floor and they were yelling for her. So let's do it again. Let's yell and
start by saying how very, very grateful I am to Marilyn and to Charlie. You were there from the beginning. You were there from before the beginning and always in with full enthusiasm. Thank you. Can you hear me and see me in the back? This is the best time. Can you hear me? Good. Good. You can always tell a school teacher, right? I want to see what's happening in the back row. I know why you are in the back row. I will be keeping an eye on you throughout this. Okay. All right. Look, I want to make 3 points. I'm going to try to do them as quickly as I can, and then I'll take as many questions as we've got time for. But the one I want to start with is actually a huge, giant thank you. Together, your voices, your phone calls, your emails, we beat back the biggest threat to American health in a century. Thank you. And that's why it takes me to my first point. And that is, we gotta be in this fight. It matters when you get in a fight. If anyone had any doubt about that, Friday should have put it to rest. Because the reason that the Republicans ended up where they ended up on Friday was because of all the people in this room, in this Commonwealth, and in this country that got engaged. Let me remind every one of you that that guy who ran for president, how many times did he say on day one, which I think was January 22nd, right? Day one, we will repeal the Affordable Care Act. And you notice that didn't happen. And the reason it didn't happen was because right after the election, we started in saying, whoa, 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 wait a minute, you can't repeal and run. You have to have a replacement, a way to deal with this. So that eventually even President Trump said, wait, we've got to repeal and replace. And once they started down that path, lo and behold, they discovered that health care is complicated, right? Who knew? Lordy. But what it meant is there was enough time that people started thinking about it, people heard about it, people got engaged on it. I watch these numbers. Since I'm in leadership, I get to see a lot of the polling kind of generally across the country. And basically, Obamacare went from somewhere, down in the 30s and then the 40s and then the 50s and then the 60s in terms of support around this country. The more people came to understand both what it was that the Affordable Care Act stands for and what it was that the Republicans proposed as an alternative, the stronger the support was for making sure that we have a healthcare system that covers everyone in this country. That's what we're still aiming for, and that's what we're going to do. So, that's my first start, and that is it matters to be in the fight. For everyone who got into this fight when you were feeling demoralized, when you thought we couldn't do anything, when the Republicans owned it all because they had the White House and the Senate and the House, you got in the fight anyway, you talked to other people, and you made a real difference. So, round of applause to everybody. Now, important to be in the fight. That's my first point. Second one is we can't shoot at everything that moves. I'm sorry, but we just can't. So for all of you who went up to New Hampshire to vote illegally, yeah, millions of you, let it go, right? Just let it go. Because two reasons. One is if you're shooting at everything, you're not driving a message. And it really is important that we drive a central message here, or a few central ones that people can hook into, that they can understand, that they get about what's happening. And the second reason is Donald Trump is the master of this. Any of you see Up? Donald Trump is the guy who yells, "Squirrel!" And all the dogs are like, "What? I'm gone." And that's the press, and that's sometimes the Democrats, right? That we all head over there. We cannot do that. We got to stay in the fights that matter, and we got to keep linking up why they matter. So making the point that Donald Trump is a liar, yeah, but you're not moving the ball forward a whole lot over what was already known. What we want to focus on is this is a man who promised that he would be there for working people. He would be there for people who've been left behind. He would be there for people who didn't have anyone fighting on their side. And what he's done is turned around, and he's been there all right. He's been there for a handful of his billionaire buddies and people who want to line their own pockets at the government's expense. That's what we have to expose about Donald Trump over and over and over. Yeah. And then the third thing we got to talk about, and we got to talk about a lot, is why we're in this fight. Why we get up in the morning and get out there and make those phone calls and do those emails. What is it that matters so much to us? And when I say that, I mean the talk from the heart. Why it is. Look, to me, it's pretty straightforward about what it means to be a Democrat and what it is we fight for. And the first one is, we believe in the dignity of every human being. Yes. Every one of them. That's what matters to us. And that has all kinds of implications, but at its core, it's about dignity for us. We believe in that. And the second part is we believe in opportunity. We believe that everybody is supposed to get an opportunity, a chance to get in the game. And if they work hard and play by the rules, they ought to be able to make something for themselves. We fight for those every single day. We fight for those values. That's what gets us up. We don't go to Washington to say, how can we make this government work better just for my business or just to cut my taxes. We're the folks who go to Washington to say, how can we make this government work better for all of us? Because we actually believe in a government that works better for all of us. And I just want to say on a small note on that, I believe it because I lived it. I am the daughter of a janitor. My mom worked a minimum wage job at Sears. There was no money even to do a college application, much less to send me off to school. I had one dream in my life. Started in second grade. I wanted to teach school. That's all I ever wanted. I used to try to line up the neighborhood kids. They all escaped immediately. I lined up my dolls. They were slower. I used to hold school. I really did. It was hard to be one of my dolls. Did you do your homework last night? I don't think so. That's all I wanted. You don't get to be a teacher unless you get a college degree. And for me, the only way that door was opened is that I was able to go to a commuter college that cost $50 a semester. I believe in an America of opportunity. I have profited from an America of opportunity. I have seen what an America of opportunity can do, and I have seen where we have driven this country in the meantime. We have turned this country into a world where there is no kid in America today who can go to a commuter college that costs $50 a semester because it doesn't exist out there. You can't get a 4-year degree out there at $50 a crack. 70% of kids today who graduate from a public university have to borrow money